Okay, just going to talk about breathing patterns real fast. So there's two main types of breathing patterns we use when we're training with weights, strength training. The first one is biomechanical, and then the second one is anatomical. So the one you're probably most familiar with is biomechanical, and that basically means you're going to breathe out when you push that weight. So if you're doing, say, a bench press, as you're lifting that weight, that's when you breathe out. Okay, and as you lower the weight, that's when you breathe in. So this type of breathing is much more suited for power. So if you're lifting a heavier weight, it's much more efficient for power training or strength training, and say with a squat as well. So when you're doing the load, when you're lifting that load, you're breathing out as you're lifting. Okay, so that's biomechanical breathing, and that's much more suited to say hard style kettlebell training as well. With the hard style training kettlebells, you're going to breathe out as you're lifting that load. The other one is anatomical breathing, and basically anatomical breathing is the exact opposite to biomechanical. So this is more used for endurance style training. So if you're doing, say, kettlebell training for, say, 5 or 10 minutes, it's much more efficient, and it's basically the opposite. So as you're coming up, say with a kettlebell swing, you'd actually breathe in on the way up, okay, instead of breathing out, okay. So you're going to open up, okay, with that swing. And it's just a much more efficient way of breathing over longer periods of time. So with biomechanical breathing, it's much more suited to power, and you can't really keep that type of breathing going for 5 or 10 minutes without gassing out. So anatomical breathing is much more suited for endurance style training. So with the mace and with kettlebells, generally we use biomechanical breathing.